In a shocking turn of events, the sons of infamous Sinaloa Cartel boss Joaquin El Chapo Guzman have responded to recent allegations surrounding their involvement in the fentanyl trade. Today we'll talk about El Chapo's sons send a disturbing letter to the media. With the big boss, El Chapo, trading in his prison jumpsuit for a life sentence, it seems his sons have rolled the dice on a whole new gig, the fentanyl trade. Yep, you heard it right. A deadly synthetic opioid that's got everyone from prosecutors to the neighborhood watch scratching their heads. Picture this. Prosecutors just unveiled an indictment that spills the beans on the cartel's latest hustle. Forget the old school days of cocaine. We're talking about a generational shift here. These guys are now diving headfirst into the fentanyl game, with a plan so wild it could make your grandma gasp. They've cracked the code on manufacturing this deadly stuff, and get this, they're flooding the US market with it. But here's the kicker. They're doing it at a price that's practically a steal. It's like the cartel found a way to turn a deadly substance into the Black Friday deal of the crime world. Now, I don't know about you, but the fact that they're cooking up this deadly concoction in their secret labs and then casually shipping it across the border is enough to make anyone do a double take. The Sinaloa Cartel is not just adapting, they're rewriting the rulebook. And it's not exactly the bedtime story you'd read to your kids. The unveiling of the indictment. The heat is on, as the US Department of Justice has dropped a bombshell with a federal grand jury indictment against none other than the sons of the notorious El Chapo. These four, collectively known as the Chapitos, including Ivan Guzman Salazar, Alfredo Guzman Salazar, Joaquin Guzman Lopez, and the recently apprehended Ovidio Guzman Lopez, are facing charges that would make your head spin. The charges, unsealed today, are nothing short of a blockbuster movie script involving large-scale drug trafficking, money laundering, and a laundry list of violent crimes. We're talking about the kind of stuff that keeps you on the edge of your seat, folks. According to the indictment, the Chapitos aren't just accused of being drug traffickers. They're charged under the Continuing Criminal Enterprise Statute. That's a mouthful, but it essentially means they're being accused of orchestrating a massive and complex drug conspiracy. We're talking about a detailed look at the Sinaloa Cartel's operations over the past 15 years, exposing their alleged drug networks, financial schemes laundering millions, and the downright scary use of violence to maintain power. Hold on to your seats, because the indictment paints a picture of the Chapitos as major players in the drug trade. They're accused of not only transporting massive quantities of cocaine from all corners of Central and South America, but also diving into the realms of marijuana, heroin, and methamphetamine. It's like they've been running a drug empire that spans borders and oceans. But here's the kicker. They didn't just stick to traditional methods. The Chapitos allegedly went all in, using everything from cargo aircraft and submarines to buses and tractor-trailers to transport their illegal merchandise. It's a tale straight out of a crime novel, with a network of couriers, stash houses, and secret tunnels to boot. The narrative takes a dramatic turn with the infamous Battle of Culiacan in October 2019, a showdown that mirrors Hollywood's action-packed scenes but unfolded on the gritty streets of reality. Check this. Ovidio Guzman Lopez, one of the Chapitos, captured by the Mexican National Guard, only to be released amidst a hail of gunfire. It's a sequence straight out of an adrenaline-pumping action movie. This pivotal moment marked a daring clash between the cartel and authorities, illustrating the lengths to which the Chapitos went to protect their interests. The charges extend beyond mere drug transportation. They paint a vivid picture of a criminal empire engaging in a diverse range of activities. Guns, bribery, and a spectrum of violence become tools in the Chapitos' arsenal, creating a narrative that unfolds like a gripping crime thriller. Murder, kidnapping, and a relentless pursuit of power cast the Chapitos as central figures in a high-stakes drama, challenging law enforcement and leaving an indelible mark on the cartel's turbulent history. Attorney General Merrick Garland himself called this the most crushing blow to the Sinaloa Cartel since the conviction of Chapo Guzman. That's a bold statement, and it shows the gravity of the situation. US Attorney Randy Grossman chimed in, emphasizing that these charges demonstrate an unwavering commitment to dismantling the Sinaloa Cartel. The law enforcement agencies involved, including the FBI, HSI, DEA, and IRS, are painting a united front against the alleged drug empire. Let's not forget the family legacy here. Once led by the infamous El Chapo and his partner El Mayo, the Chapitos allegedly took over the reins of the Sinaloa Cartel after their father's arrest. The indictment suggests a power struggle within the cartel, leading to the Chapitos securing principal leadership roles through threats and violence. Now, with the Chapitos facing these serious charges, it's not just a legal battle, but a test of the family's criminal empire. The US Department of State has even put hefty bounties on their heads, showing the level of determination to bring them to justice, the Chapitos response. Now, these sons of the infamous El Chapo, also known as Los Chapitos, have fired back in a jaw-dropping way. They've penned a letter to the media that's turning heads and raising eyebrows all over. In this shocking correspondence, they're not mincing words, they're straight up denying the allegations hurled their way. First off, they want everyone to know that they're not calling the shots in the Sinaloa Cartel. Nope, they're not the leaders they're made out to be, and they're making sure everyone knows it loud and clear. But that's not all. They're also slamming the brakes on any association with the fentanyl epidemic that's been making headlines. They're waving off accusations like they're swatting flies on a hot summer day, claiming they're nothing but innocent bystanders caught up in a whirlwind of persecution. Talk about a plot twist, right? These guys aren't just sitting back and taking the heat, they're fighting back with all they've got. But the big question on everyone's mind is, are they telling the truth? Or is this just a well-crafted smokescreen to throw us off their trail? Either way, one thing's for sure, this letter has set the stage for a showdown of epic proportions. The Chapitos are pulling back the curtain on what they believe is a media trial. They argue that the stories of violence, such as feeding enemies to tigers and engaging in torture, are mere fabrications meant to paint them as ruthless criminals. In their letter to the media, they express frustration, stating, "In every narco ballad, in every tabloid news story, and on social media, every YouTuber who interviews experts, our name is dragged through the mud. The people see it, believe it, and judge us on it." Los Chapitos are not just defending their reputation, they're urging the public to question the broader issue of fentanyl trafficking. In their statement, they pose essential questions. Who produces it? Where do they get the precursors? And how do they get it to the United States? As the controversy unfolds, the sons express concern for their family's safety, emphasizing their innocence in the face of severe accusations. The letter leaves us with more questions than answers, and the fentanyl epidemic continues to be a complex issue at the intersection of crime, politics, and public health. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this evolving story. Stay informed, stay safe.